Fannie Mae ANSI update number 139, page 38. Requirements for existing construction when there are incomplete items or conditions that do affect the safety, soundness, or structural integrity of the property. Seepage, active roof leaks, curled or cupped roofed shingles, or inadequate electrical service or plumbing fixtures. In such cases, the lender must obtain a certificate of completion from the appraiser before the mortgage is delivered to Fannie Mae. Although the original appraiser should complete any required certification of completion, the lender may use a substitute appraiser. See B4-1 period 2-02. Appraisal age and use requirements for certifications completed by substitute appraisers. The certification does not include photographs of the property unless those that accompany the original appraisal report are no longer representative of the completed property. Requirements for the energy improvement feature on existing construction. The table below provides the postponed improvement requirements for a loan with energy improvement features. See B5-3 period 3-01. Mortgage loans with energy improvement features on existing properties for other requirements related to loans with energy improvement features. Mortgages may be delivered before the energy improvements are complete. However, the postponed improvements must be completed within 180 days of the date of the mortgage note. Acceptable postponed items include items that will not prevent the issuance of an occupancy permit. A certification of completion must be obtained to verify the work was completed and must be completed by the appraiser. State that the improvements were completed in accordance with the requirements and conditions in the original appraisal report, and be accompanied by photographs of the completed improvements. The cost of the improvements must not represent more than 10% of the as completed appraised value of the property. Lenders must establish a completion escrow for the postponed energy improvements by withholding funds equal to 120% of the estimated cost for completing the improvements. However, if the contractor offers a guaranteed fixed price contract for completion of the improvements, the funds in the completion escrow only need to equal the full amount of the contract price. Lenders and borrowers must execute an escrow agreement that states how the escrow amount will be managed and how funds from the escrow account will be dispersed. Page 39. The completion escrow may not adversely affect the mortgage, insurance, or title insurance. Once a certificate of completion is obtained, the lender must release the final draw from the escrow account, which should include any funds in excess of the amount needed to pay for completion of the postponed items. Any funds remaining in the escrow account after the work is completed must be applied to reduce the unpaid principal balance of the mortgage loan. The value of sweat equity and do-it-yourself improvements are not reimbursable. Lenders must obtain a final title report, which must not show any outstanding mechanics liens, take any exemptions to the postponed improvements, or take any exemptions to the escrow agreement. If the final title report is issued before the completion of the improvements, lenders must obtain an endorsement to the title policy that ensures the priority of Fannie Mae's lien. Required announcements. The table below provides reference to the announcements that have been issued that are related to this topic. Announcements. Announcement SEL-2014-03. issued April 15, 2014. Announcement SEL-2013-03, issued April 9th, 2013. Announcement SEL 2011-06, issued July 26, 2011. Announcement SEL 2010-15, issued December 1st, 2010. Announcement 0830-30, issued November 14th, 2008. Page 40. Section B4-1, period 3, Appraisal Report Assessment. B4-1, period 3-01, Review of the Appraisal Report. April 15, 2014. Introduction. This topic contains information on reviewing the appraisal report, including overview, appraisal report analysis. Overview. Fannie Mae's appraisal report forms and the appraisal review requirements for 1 to 4 unit properties have been developed with the intent that USPAP standards are followed and that Fannie Mae's policies are entirely consistent with and supportive of fair lending practices. This topic provides lender requirements related to the transaction details and the property and appraisal eligibility analysis. Appraisal report analysis. The lender must analyze the current contract for sale for purchase money transactions, current offering or listing for sale for both purchase and refinance transactions when the home was listed for sale, comparable sales for both purchase and refinance transactions, and current ownership for the subject property. See B4-1, period 1-02. Lender responsibilities for further information. The lender is responsible for validating that. Page 41. The property meets Fannie Mae's eligibility criteria. See CB2-3-01. General property eligibility for eligibility requirements. And the appraiser has provided an accurate and reliable opinion of value that reflects the market value, condition, and marketability of the subject property in compliance with Fannie Mae's selling guide requirements. CB4-1, period 3-12. Quality assurance for further information. Related announcements. The table below provides references to the announcements that have been issued that are related to this topic. Announcements. Announcement SEL 2011-3, issued April 15, 2014. B4-1, period 3-02, subject and contract sections of the appraisal report, April 15, 2014. Introduction. This topic contains information on reviewing the subject and contract sections of the appraisal report form, including subject section, contract section, subject section. The appraiser must identify the subject property by its complete property address and legal description. The appraiser must enter the physical property address, including the unit number for a condo, in a format that conforms to the United States Postal Service, USPS, address standards in Publication 28, Postal Addressing Standards, Pub 28, for complete addresses. Address standards can be found at USPS.com. The subject address must be populated consistently throughout the form. Page 42. When the legal description is lengthy, the appraiser may attach the full legal description as an addendum to the appraisal report. The appraiser must also identify the property rights to be appraised. For eligibility requirements, see B2-3-01, General Property Eligibility. Fannie Mae's appraisal report forms require the appraiser to research and identify whether the subject property is currently for sale or if it has been offered for sale in the 12 months prior to the effective date of the appraisal by selecting either the yes or the no checkbox. If the answer is no, the data sources used must be provided. If the answer is yes, the appraiser must report on each occurrence or listing and provide the following information: offering prices, offering dates, and data sources used. For example, if the subject property is currently listed for sale and was previously listed 8 months ago, the appraiser must report on both offerings. Note: the appraisals required to be UAD compliant, days on the market, DOM, must be reported. See Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac Uniform Appraisal Dataset Specification, Appendix D, field-specific standardization requirements, and the associated facts for additional information and examples regarding these topics. Contract section. The lender must provide the appraiser with a copy of the complete ratified contract. The appraiser must indicate whether an analysis was or was not performed on the contract for sale. If an analysis was performed, the appraiser must provide the results of the analysis. If an analysis was not performed, the appraiser must provide an explanation why the analysis was not performed. For appraisals required to be UAD compliant, the appraiser must also indicate the type of sale for the transaction. The appraiser may report any other relative information in this field or elsewhere in the report regarding the sale type, including whether more than one sale type applies. The appraiser must enter an amount in the contract price field in the assignment type. If the assignment type is a purchase transaction, contract price must be the same as the sale price for the subject property in the sales comparison approach section. Page 43. Enter a contract date if the assignment type is a purchase transaction, and indicate if the property seller is the owner of record. The appraiser must indicate if there is any financial assistance such as loan charges, sale concessions, or gift or down payment assistance to be paid by any party on behalf of the borrower, including any closing costs or other payments from the seller or other third party. If there is financial assistance, the appraiser must report the total dollar amount of the loan charges or concessions that will be paid. If the appraiser is not able to determine a dollar amount for all or part of the financial assistance, the number must reflect the total known dollar amount and provide a description of the items being paid. Note: financial assistance or concessions paid by any party on behalf of the borrower includes both monetary and non-monetary items, including below market rate mortgage, financing, gifts of personal property, and payment of property taxes or HOA dues for a period of time. See Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac Uniform Appraisal Dataset Specification, Appendix D, field/specific standardization requirements. For additional information regarding the contract section and B4-1-3-09, adjustments to comparable sales. For additional information regarding evaluating sales or financing concessions for comparables. Related announcements. The table below provides references to the announcements that have been issued that are related to this topic. Announcements. Announcement SEL-24-03, issued April 15, 2014. Announcement 08-30, issued November 14, 2008.